Hello everybody and welcome back to Planet Zoo Tropical Pack content. It's been a while since we've done anything regarding the pack, but I thought it would be a good time to take a look at the Twitter and social media little um, journey they've been on to showcase all the aspects of the pack. Yeah, let's start. So first of all, we have the Lar gibbon, one of the smaller gibbon species, but nonetheless one of the most widely spread in captivity. And I thought it would be good, now that we've got screenshots of both, well, all the animals, I mean, to compare them to their real-life counterparts. So with the Lar gibbon here, this is the female on the left and the male on the right. So the female looks pretty accurate to the actual animal, and the male does as well. Like, this is, I think, a younger gibbon in the picture to the left, so the white markings aren't as prominent, but overall they look pretty spot on. Not gonna lie, they look fantastic. One of the better looking animals in the game, I would say. Like, one of the most accurate primates, that's for sure. It's really good. We also got another look at the same picture from before, where we see the Fusa statue and Red River Hog statue up on the tower here at the top. We also see the new ferns and epiphytes, as well as more of the new Indonesian scenery. And that looks like a bell in one of the towers there, so that could be what that is. And the nice archways as well. We also got the picture of the Red River Hog, showing all these females with the one little piglet, and the little bit of scenery up the top. So if you actually look at that image itself, you'll notice that that's not exactly a mud wall, that's actually Flexicolor bricks. So there's a bit of good brickwork there. And to the bottom corner, well, actually to the left side of the image, you can see a little bit of our new ferns, as well as these tendrils sticking up from the Scavanola bush that we already have in the game. Yeah, Red River Hog looks great. We'll see them again soon in the video, where we get a closer look at the sexual dimorphism in them. We also have a look at some of the pagodas, so you can see the great thatch work with the roofs, and the brickwork, paints, and all the other different bits of scenery. You can see, I think there's a statue of the gibbon. Oh, sorry about that. The gibbon down there. I don't even know if you heard that, but like, that's just the sound that computers make. Anyway, so we also got a second picture taking a look at the walls, so you can see the individual bricks in those pillars and on the walls themselves. And yeah, that does look like a bell now that we get a closer look at it. We also see the new crisscross path that is going to be running through the Tropical Pack Zoo. I see bits of the pitcher plant, like the main planet itself, but not the actual pitchers. We also see the brown-throated sloth, looking fantastic. Like, it looks just like a brown-throated sloth. It would be good to get the two other variations that you could think of. So, like, there's a spotty version and a mossier sloth. It'd be great if we had that. That'd be fantastic to see. Just comparing it to its real life counterpart, this one has a little bit of that speckling and splotchy patterning on its arm there. But yeah, these two sloths side by side, they look pretty accurate to me. And like, Planet Zoo's of course a game, so they sort of stylize the animals, but the sloth isn't too stylized. It is more realistic than most. Moving on to these great statues where we see a lot more of the new plants. We also see the gibbon statue, as well as the water monitor statue being used a little bit here. Not sure what else we can see. We can see a lot of the ferns though. Here we have a great look at the sexual dimorphism in the red river hog. So we have the sow on the right, and the hog in the foreground. So how do you tell these guys apart? Well, if you look at the heads, the males have these larger tusks protruding from the lower jaw. It is from the lower jaw or the top jaw. I can't really tell right here. They protrude from the mouth. But most notably, these large warts on their head towards the eyes. I believe they actually act as a bit of defense against other hogs in fights. Just comparing it here, you can see on the real animal they've got these 2 warts on the side of their head. So yeah, Part 2's pretty much nailed the red river hog, I would say, because you've got also the individual hairs coming off them, and all the hairs coming off the cheeks as well, the tufts of hair on the ears. Yeah, it just looks great. Now to the Asian water monitor, which looks absolutely stellar. Like, look at this thing. It is beautiful. You can see all the individual scales and the patterning on the belly. There are a few variations of Asian water monitor that would be great to see. So there are some with like the rings and like patterns on the back and stuff. I think we might have actually seen that in the trailer. There was a bit of patterning on the back of the one that we got in the trailer. So yeah, there's going to be a fair bit of variation in the water monitor I can see. Just comparing it, so a few bands on the tail I think we've seen as well. But yeah, comparing it to the real thing, other than this flaky skin, this individual was obviously shedding at the time of this photo. But yeah, it looks pretty spot on. Like, I don't have any complaints with it. We get our looks at the pitcher plants as well as the beautiful Rafflesia flower, often called a corpse flower because they smell like a rotten corpse, which is very pleasant indeed. We also see a few more of these smaller fern-like plants as well, which is great. And bringing us to the screenshot of the day, the Fusa has finally been revealed, and it looks awesome. Like, I often say Fusas are one of those animals that absolutely never look stupid, other than in animated movies and like cartoon forms. But in real life, this animal doesn't mess around. Like, you can see in their face. And the face looks brilliant. Like, look at those eyes, the ears, the nose, the whiskers. It looks absolutely incredible. I can't wait to get a look at the whole thing, because I know it's just going to be absolutely brilliant to look at in game. Oh, I can't wait to see them. I will be a bit late to it though, because I've got a holiday coming up, and I won't be able to get to the package in that time. But maybe once I get back, briefly, before I set off on the next journey of the holiday, I will hopefully have enough time to get the pack and sit down and have a look at these animals before I leave. So that would be good. And comparing the Fusa to the real life animal, absolutely spot on. I think they've nailed the Fusa, and I really don't have any complaints with it. I was afraid, and I know many others were, that due to its obscurity and as weird of an animal it is, it wasn't going to look too great, as we've seen with the Binturong before. But I think this is a really good looking animal. Like, with the scenery packs, they have more time to work on less animals. With animal packs, like, they do the animals really well, like we saw with the Grasslands animal pack. Most of the animals in that were really fantastic. Striped hyena got a little bit of lash back from the community, and I will admit, I did see the problem, and I was willing to fight with the community for that, to get it fixed and get it to look the way it does now, where it absolutely sells as a striped hyena. Yeah, sorry, just there you go. But yeah, Booster looks fantastic. My personal ranking of the animals, this is basically just how I feel on each of the animals. Like, Largimmon comes in last, sadly, but this is no discredit to it. I love the way the Largimmon looks, but I just find the other animals a little bit more exciting. Like, seeing that a Gibbon's Brachiate is fine. It's absolutely fantastic to see them do what they are known for. But the other animals are just better in my personal opinion. Same with the Asian Water Monitor. Asian Water Monitor comes in a bit low because we do have monitors in the game, but this one absolutely sells the Water Monitor. This one looks fantastic. Coming in third is the brown-throated sloth. Not to say I wasn't excited for the sloth, but it's just the type of sloth. I'm still curious as to how they're going to be able to breed, as we have no real life examples of brown-throated sloths breeding in captivity. But I mean, you could put this in a wild setting, so I guess that can be an excuse. Second place is the red river hog. I'll certainly be using this guy a lot because they can mix with so many animals from the Congo. Mandrills, gorillas, okapis. That would be fantastic habitats to build. And number one, of course, is the Fusa, because it looks absolutely fantastic, and it was the animal I was most excited to see in the pack. And now we've seen it, and it looks great. Like, I'm so looking forward to building a habitat for it. Speed building for these animals will be coming once I get back. Like, there will be content rolling through while I'm gone. I made sure of that. And yeah. So if you're excited for the tropical pack now that you've seen all the animals, leave a like and subscribe and stick around, because I will cover it at some point. You have my word. I will not miss out on this pack. This looks, yeah, as you can see in the trailer there. You can see the water monitor there. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.